Seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression. I'm sure you had your reasons.
Over here.
This is a change of pace.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my... I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting room. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that...
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar. And Professor...
That attack always did... Surely you aren't suggesting that the collar's somehow...
Exactly. That's a good idea.
I'll start looking into it right... There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is up. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig...
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably... I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by.
Где их найти? Я же не знаю, какие ты собрал. Вот именно. Как они называются?
Isn't...
Time for a jaunt, I'd say.
Ну, тут указано, но я не знаю, какие были, каких не было. Поэтому... Я хз. Ссылка? Может, вспомнишь? Я скинул.
So this is the underground harbour. Revelio.
anyone need help?
Каким образом?
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Revelio. Professor Weasley asked me to,
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
quiz.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. Hence, I have created a small quiz. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times they don't value knowledge the way I do. Sure.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Помперую.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all... The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifact?
Дары смерти.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility.
Это ты
born
прошлый
in
вопрос
Quidditch
только из
the
Гарри
largest?
Поттера знаю.
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, true or false, Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, and I won't be giving you any more...
I'm sorry.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Should never have trusted them.
They say the person that did that.
Это понятно. Замок-то большой. Я к этому.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far.
I did. You seem to, and frankly, excelling in...
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignment.
As I suspected they... Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunity. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn, and protecting so rare a beast is...
Thank you, Professor.
Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my...
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork, it'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared. I'll provide a final assessment at that time. Until then, well done. You...
Don't get the password wrong is all I can say.
Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside.
Looked like a war had broken out.
I'd much prefer it if everyone could simply use all of the common rooms. I'm not a fan of mine, and frankly I find the decor... It's my favourite place in the entire school. If I didn't have that fireplace...
Well, look at that.
Should be terribly
Thanks
hopeful.
goes to the former headmistress,
Made the mistake
Eupraxia
of
Mole.
leaving my potions homework in the common room.
Покажи. Это братишка Дарин. Ну, что-то он блестит. Модно. Да нет, странно, с шарфом смотрит. Да, без шарфа. Поднешь что давай. Ну, нормально. Не, ну если пиджак не видно, то нормально. Дички-то еще там выше. Ну, ты мне Слизерин скажешь? Без пиджака есть? Не, ну, с галстуком без пиджака. Ну, так, кстати. Только шапку сними. очень. Лучше черный кит. Ну ладно. Я тоже так думал.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of...
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Whew. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me.
Такое. Ты скажешь, не будешь давай.
How about some sightseeing? Time to go a little quicker. There's no telling what lies in wait for me and them. Slow down now. There we go. Revelio. Well, my feet didn't turn into beads. That's a good start. Revelio. Accio. Inset. Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare. Expelliarmus! Incendio! Descendo! Accio! Incendio! A troll? You can't be serious. Depulso! Crucio! Confringo! Bombada! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombada! Revelio. Well, Marmaduke certainly left behind more than plants. Accio! A sarcophagus. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully. Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Repulso. Revelio.
How inconvenient travel was before I invented...
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet... Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of...
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.
Ugh.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect... She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's been...
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howe.
What kind of research?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures.
What did you find out about...
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horn, I went back to the tent.
How do you track a dragon long after she...
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certain...
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone...
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a... Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and...
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it.
No, it belongs to her. Keeping...
Well then, let's find...
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a... Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she... Enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Revelio!
She is. She did make it home. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio!
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope.
Accio! Descendo! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda!
I wonder
Revelio.
how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again.
Fantastic. She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a
Revelio.
distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet. What was that?
Revelio.
Well, there's no time right now. Over here!
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe. Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make... Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. Look, underneath it. I think it's close. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Revelio.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us?
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an... How could I have been so blind?
Come now, don't be stingy. Disarm. Either you. I swear.
Expelliarmus can disarm a dog.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Apparently, she only uses.
Who needs keys?
Come on in, come on in. Don't be shy. You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
I never thought they'd actually... Broadens the mind.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Confringo. Levioso.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Accio! Don't start.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Accio. Revelio. Depulso.
Fringo.
Crucible.
We've rid the world of another.
Depulso.
I should sleep better tonight.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Incendio. Glacial. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
All this grass, it no longer feels like
Revelio.
I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly.
Confringo.
We'll be fine, though.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Accio! Glacius! Accio! Descendo! Incendio! Defendo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
What did you find?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Depulso. We've made it this far. Clearly we have more to do. Accio. Depulso.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio.
Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Compulso. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions...
Of course. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. Hold on to that diary entry. There may...
It does mention something else. It says...
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I surmise if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've taught. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention, you have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Incendio. Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Accio! How gracious of you.
I tried.
Guardian Leviosa. Incendio. Imperial. Confringo. Incendio. Protego.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
Just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Depulso. Revelio. That works.
Keep going.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why
Revelio.
student was so entranced with this place.
Imperium. Potato. Accio. Incendio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Infringo. Bombarda. Crucial. Imperial. Depulso.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio. Incendio.
Dead end. Lovely.
Accio.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Revelio.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches.
I can't believe it. After all this.
What do you suppose is meant by...
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle. Is that... ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Ну, я поняла.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
Spell last. How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
Все пешком.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You can't. I'm a goblin, not a boy!
Easily diverted. Bombarda!
Awesome miss! Confringo! You're not the best for me! What distract me?
Expelliarmus!
What are you doing? Exploit life in its period. Leviosa! Keep out the way!
Bombarda! Rodrigo! We have to fight! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
They're closing in!
Accio! Descendo! Incendio! Glacius! Revelio! Depulso!
You'll not win here. Got them. They'll retreat.
Bombarda! Imperium! Protego!
Keep out of short reach!
Defender! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You'll not win here.
Sebastian, be careful. Mine.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Да как ты мог вообще уже что-то, блядь?
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Ну, никто не откажется. Он даже если ты их использовать не будешь, но Просто шок такой.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, it holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach out.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle couldn't...
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Точно, там директор. А, его тут вначале один раз показали. Всё. Вау.
Accio!
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when...
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd...
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another...
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran... One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the...
Exactly what kind...
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that... In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the snitch.
Why would snidgets be valuable?
They could make more money with snidgets than they ever... The golden snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific...
I take it you aren't going to let the
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go up. We had the element of surprise on our side when we see...
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs, they'd...
Sounds as if we need to go and talk.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Не знаю, просто как... Это все, наверное, для сюжета надо. Поговорить с ними.
Could you remind me?
Release them into the same vivarium. Then use the pen to start the process.
Может, из того, что он делал, слышно.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Не помню. Ну, Грифона вроде, наверное.
Accio. Revelio.
Тоже можешь это поставить? Ну, дорогу везде можно поставить, не? У них такие пузыри.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Офигеть, задание выполнять. Зачем его задание выполнять? Тоже места нет.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
can't wait to watch you try.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit.
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this...
It is. His name is Lodgok. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine.
Of course. How exciting.
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serenat...
Lodgok is waiting.
Of course. I just want to check their...
Travel broadens the mind.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock, because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from...
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of... Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together... Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recent... They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned.
What do you mean,
Large, magically fortified receptacles. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so?
He cares about what they... For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Thus, many goblins, myself included... Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a is determined to take it.
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher.
What written plans? And why can't...
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless lawyer, and I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk... All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above...
Amit and I can do that.
I will await your... I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at
Там
us.
материалы были рядом.
Revelio.
Горит. Справа.
Accio.
Там он сверху.
Revelio.
Это заряд. Наверное.